focusing on my breathing. If I was making progress with it, I couldn't tell, but, for the time being, it was keeping me sane. Again night fell and again dawn broke with no improvement. The nudges and pokes were getting more frequent and far more desperate. I could feel a gnawing sensation in my own stomach, not only from the inside, but also the outside. Sometime during the third night is when I felt the teeth. Again, that faraway sensation, almost as if it were happening to someone else. Even so, the feeling was unmistakable. Like two steel rods sinking into the flesh of my calf. Then a tug. Then a rip. I tried with all my might to make myself scream. Nothing. I felt the teeth again. Another pull. Another rip. A wet chewing sound. I waited for my lungs to fill with air and then focused all my energy into forcing it out. A low, strained groan escaped my lips. But it was enough. The teeth stopped and I felt the faint vibrations of little footsteps going away. I woke up later in the night to what felt like a small piece of sandpaper rubbing against my leg. Someone was licking up the blood around the wound. Again, I groaned. The licking stopped for a moment and then began once more. I tried to kick out with my leg and managed a small twitch. It was starting to feel like a small fire was smoldering in my leg. Just embers for now, but it wasn't good. How long had they been at it while I was asleep? How much longer could I hold them off? What was left of my leg? How much longer could I last like this? This same cycle continued for days. First, the feel of teeth in the flesh of my leg, arm or, sometimes, my face. Next, a twitch or a groan to shake them off. Sometimes more than one set of teeth at a time. Sometimes, they wouldn't leave. I could feel the wetness of blood on parts of me. I could feel the small embers of pain and infection all over. My stomach felt like it was filled with nails. My mouth was like hot sand. I was growing weak. With what was now left of my sanity, I tried to count the days I'd been lying there. She must have been close to returning home. It must have been long enough that someone knows something's wrong. I had to be close to the end. It was hard to tell though. With the sensation of 5 little sets of teeth all tearing at 5 different parts of me, concentration was in short supply. I wanted to shake them off, but I was so tired. All I wanted was to rest. I forgot about my breathing. My eyes began to go black. My thoughts began to fade. Far off somewhere, I heard the rumble of a car engine. I heard the jagged metal grinding of a key in a lock. Suddenly in a scurry, I heard the small footsteps patter up the stairs. She called for me and called for the cats, but the cats were never supposed to be in the basement. After finding them running up the stairs, she immediately closed the door followed by scolding the cats. And there I lay, listening to the faint calls of my name as I stared at a broken light.